Hello everyone, Casper Kuma here, and today we will be playing What Remains of Edith Finch. I'm gonna be totally honest here, I have actually played this game before, but it's one of my favorite games, so I kind of felt like playing it anyways. I'm gonna try to not spoil anything for anybody who's never played this game before, but I make no promises. But either way, let's begin! Yeah, I'm already here. It's been waiting for me to play it because it's just like Free got me to the book. It's like, come on, open it already. What are you waiting for? Open sesame.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
And there she is.
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
I feel like whenever something's restricted, it just kind of makes you want to go, like, break past it even more.
My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
Milton Finch. Orca's Island. Was that Washington? I'm really bad at states. I think WA is Washington? No, maybe. I have no idea. I'm not good at geography. Or knowing things. I'm very stupid. Is my game lagging a little bit? I think it is. Let me try to fix that real quick. Hopefully that fixed it.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
That sucks. Knowing there's a bunch of rooms in your house and you're not allowed to go in them. But knowing that there's something probably amazing in every single one of them.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
I'd want a mailbox like this. Like, I feel like everyone's got just a boring mailbox. People need to be more creative. I used to know someone who had,
been back
like,
since my brother Lewis's funeral.
who had a dolphin-shaped mailbox, and I always thought that was the coolest thing ever. Trespassers will be prosecuted. I always used to confuse, signs like that, that are in front of...
My mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Like, the signs that said, don't loiter, you'll be prosecuted,
Maybe
like, in front of grocery stores and stuff.
Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
I always thought prosecuted was persecuted, which is quite the difference. What's down here? I don't think I've ever gone this way before. Ribbit.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
I don't think I'd want to live
But now I had questions
in
about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
a house so deep in the forest. I feel like that would feel real creepy. That and this is like an intense forest. This is like jungle level of forest. Not just any forest. The creepiest of forests. Yeah, like, can you imagine being
the woods around the house
here
have
in
always
night?
been uncomfortably
Like,
silent,
be terrifying.
as if they're about to say something but never do.
See, she knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's a little creepy, to be honest. Just a wheelbarrow? Nobody cleaned up after themselves? Yeah, this is like where you'd see a Slender Man. a great spot for basketball. Like, you're not gonna dribble at all here.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
It's such a cool house. I wouldn't mind living in there. Like,
as a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
it's definitely dangerous and probably unstable, but I think it would still be fun.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were.
Like, if
I was afraid of the house.
If I was 11 years old and I lived in that house, I'd be dying to explore all of it. I know she said that she wasn't allowed to, but, like, that would be so awful. It's like, I'd really, really want to explore it all.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
I feel like whenever I've seen the garage with upper space stuff, the stuff in the upper space never ever comes back down. How many canoes do I really need anyways? Oh, those swimming pools are gross. I was at like a horse...
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Riding place that taught you how to ride horses and stuff like that, and like she had like a pool party kinda, and she's like, oh, everyone get in this crappy little plastic pool. It was the same thing that she used to feed the horses water. It's like, this is kind of gross.
In years.
2010.
I felt like I was home.
Kitchens with these stools, like, they're the best. Like, no one ever sits at the, like, actual dining table in my house. We always just all sit at the kitchen bar island thing.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
That's unfortunate.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Same. My house growing up never got delivery because we were in the middle of nowhere. So I think we only got one pizza place to deliver for us.
We all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Yeah, too much of a thing is never a good thing. At one point my mom learned how to make pulled pork, and she like made it for like a whole month straight, and we could never eat pulled pork ever again.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Have you ever seen an anime character with their teeth detailed in? It's always the creepiest.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Yeah, you mean, you never know. He's missing, he's not dead, right? There's hope.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Peekaboo.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Yeah, if I lived here and, like, I wasn't allowed to explore the rooms, but they all had these little peepholes on them, I would just be dying to actually get inside. Oh, it's like up. Maybe Carl lives here. Is that a bug? Did I see a bug crawl on that? Maybe it was my imagination. I don't like bugs. I don't have enough mouse room for this kind of movement. There we go.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
I would love to be able to know how to build, like, contraptions like this. I know of, like, I've made a singing pizza box before, but it's nothing like a music box. I always wanted to like a library with a ladder like that. Are these like pictures of like actual people? It's a little hard to tell.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house after it sank.
Like, are these just the pictures of the developers and stuff like that? Like, some of them definitely, some of them, like, that one I feel like could possibly won't be one. I'm not sure about these ones, though. They seem just a little too perfect. I feel like they might be stock. Wok and tempura. Made of meat. Nice TV stand they got there.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Nice. Can't tell Edie what to do.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
I've swam with whale sharks before. They're big babies. Be careful not to tap them on the nose when you're swimming with them, or else they'll just swim off into the depths of the sea because they're absolutely terrified of you. It's kind of spooky to have your old, decrepit house in the bottom of the sea. I don't know if I'd want that in my room.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
If I ever get my own house, I want it to be filled with secret passages. Although, I guess that could also be creepy if you're the only one that lives here and then you hear something and you remember you have like 10 secret passages. I could see how that could backfire.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
That's a kind of creepy one to have. I don't know, it's just slightly unsettling.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door.
Sometimes the best plan is no plan.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Owl, duck, rabbit, cat. Ant farm. Orca Island.
I got the sense
cows.
Edie had spent a lot of time here. Before my mom sealed the doors.
Little Christmas tree. But why would you cut off the starfish's arm? It's kind of cruel.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
That is amazing. I hope they got the gerbil out before they cleaned out or locked up the room. That would be unfortunate. Alright, Molly, let's see what you got.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner.
How could she?
I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
And gerbil food it is. Oh, that looks gross. Maybe... Oh, candy.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
That's unfortunate. Okay, gerbil food. Oh, wait. Mother! Let me eat them out,
Mom,
please.
can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
It's late to go to sleep. Oh, that's a cool lamp. It's neat.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
I hope that's seeds, not poop. Let's eat your friend, the fish. You're gonna be delicious. Come here, into my dum-dum.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
You get to live another day, crispy fur. Can't eat the starfish.
I I kept eating and eating.
It's gonna be delicious, I'm sure. Ugh. And these will kill me.
I ate a lot of things that night.
These are poisonous. Alright, into the stomach it goes.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Oh boy.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
Wanna be my friend?
And suddenly, I was a cat.
We're tripping out. Boing. Come here, you. Get in my stomach.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Yep. I'm gonna destroy you. Well, I mean, of course he's scared. You're a cat now. Oh. It's Christmas. Oh, did she die on, like, Christmas or Christmas Eve? That sucks. Yep. Where'd you go? What's over here?
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Look over at me. They look freaky. They look fake, like mannequins. Oh. Maybe this way. Oh. Yep. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Come to me.
I jumped and I almost got her.
So close.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Come back. Where'd she go? I lost her. Shoot. Oh, there you are. Come to me.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
I used to love climbing trees. I got stuck in so many of them.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl.
Nice.
First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Nyom. Where's my prey?
Rabbits.
There you are. Rabbits. Come to me. Gotcha.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
Yuck.
Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Alright, what do we got? What's on the menu? Nyom. Nyom.
A mama rabbit.
Where? There. You're mine. Prepare to die, Mama Rabbit. Yeah, gotcha.
She was almost too big to carry.
Yeah,
I
she looks
started
about the same
choking,
size as the
but
other
I
one.
couldn't stop eating.
Well, that's not good.
And suddenly, I was a shark.
At this point, do you think she's having like a heart attack from actually eating those poisonous berries? I don't know if that would actually give you a heart attack, but maybe. You never know. I mean, I don't know. I've never eaten something that could kill me before, so I wouldn't know what would happen to your body. This is normal.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now,
Dun, dun.
I was hungrier
Dun, dun.
than ever.
Dun, 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 dun. Come to me. Come here, you baby seal. It's time to meet your maker.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Come here. Missed. Yeah. Oh, right in the blubber.
I tore off her flipper in a tasty, really good.
You could have at least finished her off. Now she's just gonna be in pain for all of eternity. Oh, there she is. Okay, so we are gonna come back. Come here. Come here. I missed. How did I miss? You're right in front of me.
I grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Meow. Slithery. Sneaky snake.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Where's my dinner? This is a hungry kid. Stealth mode. This is the new Hitman game.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Ugh. Cannibalism. Or is it cannibalism if I'm an octopus now? Maybe it's okay.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
With the drunken sailor early in the morning. We eat him. Let's get that cabin. Hello.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I saw something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
They live in such a weird area. It's like they live next to the beach, but they also live in a forest. I don't know. Where would I mean? I guess it's where did they live again? I forget. I'm bad at states.
I got closer and closer.
She's tripping out.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep.
Oh god,
But it's
not the
not going
boogeyman.
to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
That's unfortunate. So, did she have time to write this diary before she died, I guess?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Like, I wonder how long the holly berries took to go through her system. Like, or, I don't know. Like, how much time did she have before she wrote that thing? I don't know. And did she know it would be her last diary entry? This is unsafe. This house is old.
This will
We'll
be
die.
obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories.
I
Edie
wouldn't-
would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
I wouldn't trust
when we adopted
climbing
a stray
this thing if
kitten,
this house was new.
She was the one who named it Molly.
Like, even with new houses, the person that built my family's house, he, like, fell through the roof while they were building it, so I don't trust climbing on old house wood either.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
That is a lot of bird cages. Oh, are these all the ones? Lurpy? They all died. Poor Lurpy. And Rob. Rob is a gecko. Why'd you keep him in a bird cage? Flurpy. Flurpy. Zerpy. Damn. She's a bird killer. What am I stuck on? Oh, the wheelchair.
Her room was like a museum.
What do we got?
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
The way that they choose to, like, how to show these stories is so cool. Like, who would have ever thought a viewfinder like this would, like, be
Odin Finch
a
buries
good
the
thing
latest
to use,
victims
but
of
it
the family
works out
curse,
great.
his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Johan.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Odin. Odin's a cool
Odin's
name.
daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Norway. I think I heard somewhere, oops, wrong button, that, their name, the Finches, if they really wanted it to be Norwegian, it should
Whatever's
be,
wrong
like,
with this
Fink
family,
or something,
it
and not
goes back
Finch.
a long ways.
Come on, close. Mysteries of Death and Thereafter. Odin Finch joining the great majority. Like, in death? Ooh, a sword. Looks cool. Oh, they had all their kids' handprint thingies. Did you guys ever do that? I think I did that. I don't know where it is, though. My mom would take, like, our baby stuff
Edie
like
knit
that
me a
and
new
just,
pair of
like,
gloves every year.
put it in
just in time to
somewhere
replace
for
the old
forever
ones.
keeping.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
He looks pretty creepy without a mouth, though.
Great-Grandma had always been the family's biggest fan.
I really wish you would have finished drawing a mouth on that guy. That's kind of weird. Built in 1937. Edie won't go.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
I mean, there's been a couple of, like, natural disasters, I feel like, recently, where they show that, like, some of the older people just won't leave. Like, wasn't there, like, with the fires in, I think, California, I think there was a couple of old people that wouldn't leave their house because it's just, like, they're just too attached to it, and they realize they don't have much time left, so I guess they're just like,
When Edie
well,
told
I'm not
people
leaving my
Sven
home.
was killed by a dragon, she
Too
could
many
also have
memories.
said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
I mean, it's way more cool to say you're being killed by a dragon than by saying you were building a dragon slide and it collapsed. Oh, they got him right in the moment. Oh, God. But either way, I mean, it's still pretty cool they can build a dragon slide. I want to learn how to do more woodworking stuff. That's weird. Is that like a Cyclops gnome? Weird. Oh, they kept the branch that killed him. That's unfortunate.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Ew.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
That looks awful. Why is there a chair in there? Oh, I guess she's old. Maybe she can't stand in the shower anymore. They really don't ever clean up anything.
Trace.
There's a Secret in This Bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Like, that's so cool. A light room. Who's
Sven gave
coming
Sam
back
an old
down
camera
here?
he'd
Oh,
refurbished.
Sam.
He never put it down.
I don't think Edie could get back here. There's so many rooms that would be hard to just access normally. Like, how would he get to this room in a not through the bathroom way? Milton. Milton's been everywhere. Oh, I guess this is how. I guess he can just sneak in. But you better hope, like, if he ever wants to go to the bathroom, that no one's ever in the bathroom. Fort Calvin. Like, this is such a cool room too. Like, they have so many cool themes in this room. Like, you can really see whatever the character's like personality is. I've been told that my room is an artistic mess. I feel like that means there must be some sort of theme going on. Sam made it to 1968. Enlist in the army. I always find it weird when army sends me that stuff like, come on, enlist, and just like, no, I go to art school. I can barely throw a ball. You want me to freaking try to kill someone? It's not gonna work out.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Space. The Final
How
Frontier.
I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
Going on
Calvin
swings and
always
stuff like this
wanted to
always
fly.
makes my stomach hurt.
Calvin! Dinner's ready!
Dinner's ready.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Yeah, I could
told him
never get
going
this on
around
the
was
swing. I'd
impossible.
die inside, little. I don't do great with
Maybe
things
if I
that
hadn't
swing.
said that.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
I mean, Sam, it's not your fault that Calvin's stubborn.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly.
That's
And he did.
Well, I mean, he proved you wrong, so at least he did one thing that he wanted to do in the end, I guess.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
I mean, I feel like everyone's tried to do that at some point. Laser gun. Can I take it? No. Oh, my hands. This is so cool
After
to
the
have like a little
funeral,
bridge in your room.
Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Just roped it off. That sucks. Like, can you imagine having to share this room with your dead brother? That'd be awful.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
I wouldn't either. This is like a horrible reminder of what has happened. They're like secrets, but they're not really because you can see the hinges. I guess it's more for show than actual secrecy, though. Whoopsie daisy. Come on.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Just open this, but I think I want to keep going the other way. Just for quick access. Barbara Finch.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Child stars never seem to go, like, come out okay into adulthood. They always seem to have something weird about them. The red carpet. Hollywood
I
workout.
never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Yeah. I mean, well, with child stars, like, if you get, like, a role and you're, like, really good at that role and you're, like, made for it, I feel like people are ever able to, like, see you be anything else after that. Like with Daniel Radcliffe, I feel like even though he's been in other things besides Harry Potter after that, I feel like no one really cares about any of those movies and everyone still thinks of him as the Harry Potter guy.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
I mean, even with Emma Stone, I feel like she also, I can't help but think of, yep, that's Hermione.
Ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Yikes.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Spookies. We're gonna get mortgage.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Da, 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 da. Oh, damn. Got her smacking power. Ready to take out any evildoers. Ew. Oh god, what is
The
that?
gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer.
Is this what he's making? That's horrifying.
His family 10 years ago tonight.
That is a smile without any teeth. Oh god, I hate that too. Ooh, sometimes Sven should just not make some things. Bam.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Smack. Ooh, right in the chin. He deserved that.
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious.
Ugh,
All I'm getting
what a
from you now
douche.
is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah!
Barbara!
I'm coming up.
Barbara!
This is a trick. You're dead, Walter.
Her boyfriend sucked. Yeah. Okay, these books? Aw, that saddens me. Oh. Like, this whole comic book idea is so cool, too. They have just so many cool ideas in this that I haven't really seen before in other games.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Yeah. Speedy little eyes.
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Through the window. Through the wall.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Molly's room. Is this really where that? Oh yeah, I guess it's where that came out. Yeah.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
And smack.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
He's gone.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. she had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
I've just realized this now, but have they all died on holidays? Because Molly died on somewhere around Christmas, and Barbara died somewhere, I think either on Halloween or around it. Also, I was wondering how she, like, actually died, because, you know, like, because they all have that kind of double thing where it's like, yeah, they might have died this way, but they also might have died in a much more realistic way. And I haven't been able to figure this one out, but because the railing out here is broken, I'm wondering if maybe she actually is the one that fell from the railing and not the bad guy. And how do I get out of this room? Oh, yeah, back the way I came. And maybe her boyfriend pushed her from the railing, perhaps.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Maybe they were, like, fighting or something. And so Walter was hiding in his room because maybe he was scared of Rick or something.
The first thing...
Like, because you see, this is actually broken. So I'm thinking maybe she's the one that fell. I mean, it also showed that roller skate, so I was wondering maybe somehow she slipped on a roller skate and fell, but that seems weird. But also it's because she had, like, a boyfriend that makes me think that she was possibly pushed off the railing, and because he went missing, maybe he, like, killed her and then ran for it. Let me see our progress. Alright, so we did, yeah, kind of 4 of them. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna leave it here for this time, and maybe we'll do like 3 or 4 per, like, game. So let's get back to my shit. So thanks for watching, guys. I know it's a little weird of a playthrough because I have already played it before, but I just really like this game and I just kind of wanted to play it for you guys. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. This is Casper Kuma, over and out.